you. I'm thinking Valentine, 'cause on the morning line, this guy's got a horse that's 5 to 9.
Get up from town, you have to buy a ham.
This guy says the horse has
telegram.
the poor if you don't like, I hear it's alright. Of course it all depends if it rained last night. Let's Valentine, the wax must look fine. This Jacobson's brother's a friend of mine. It's
the boys, the Box boys.
This guy says the horse needs rain.
It's
part of the year, it is no upsteer. It's
This guy says the horse
capital's real sincere. Then Valentine, the show morning line. This guy's got a figure that's 5 to 9.
Get up from town, you have to buy a ham.
This guy says the horse has a
telegram. Avatar.
Valentine, I got the horse.
Right here.
Biltmore garage wants a grand, but we ain't got a grand on hand. And they now got a lock on the door of the gym at PS 84. There's a stock room behind McCluskey's bar, but Mrs. McCluskey ain't a good scout, and things being what they are, the back of the police station is out. So the Biltmore garage is the spot, but the 1,000 bucks we ain't got.
Hi, it's good old reliable Nathan, Detroit.
If you're looking for action, he'll furnish the spot. Even when the heat is on, it's never too hot. Not for good old reliable Nathan, where it's always just a short walk to the oldest established permanent floating crab game in New York. Well-heeled shooters everywhere, everywhere. There are well-heeled shooters everywhere. And an awful lot of lettuce for the fellow who can get us there. If we only had a lousy little friend, we could be a millionaire.
Good old reliable Nathan, Detroit.
If the size of your bundle you want to increase, in the range that you go broken, quiet and peace. In a hideout provided by Nathan, where there are no neighbors to squawk. It's the oldest established permanent floating racket in New York. Where's the action? Where's the game? Gotta have the game or we'll die from shame. It's the oldest established permanent floating racket.
Detroit.
This is Joey. What do you want?
Joey, I'm calling you about, well, you know.
The what?
The crap game.
The what?
The crap game.
Wait a minute. I got a customer.
Hurry it up, will you?
That'll be $8. What'd you say, Nathan?
The crap game.
Don't say that on the phone. Supposing the cops are listening.
Okay, I'm sorry. The dice game. Look, Joey, can we use your place tomorrow night?
If I get $1,000.
You'll have it tomorrow.
Then call me tomorrow.
Look, Joey, if you're gonna take that attitude, I'll just have the game someplace else.
Then have it someplace else.
Where else am I gonna have it? Joey, listen to me. The dough is practically guaranteed. Would I lie to you?
Yes?
I'm getting it from Sky Masterson.
How do you know?
It's a bet I can't lose. I bet him he could not take a doll to Havana.
Why couldn't he?
Because she ain't the type of doll that goes to Havana.
Where does she go?
She don't go no place. That's how I know I'm gonna win.
Don't be so sure. It ain't a horse. It's a doll.
But Joe.
Nathan, there'll be no crap game here tomorrow unless I get my dough in advance.
Joey, you know me for a long time.
That's why I want it. In advance.
Look, I can't talk anymore. Adelaide's waiting for me at the hot box, so I gotta go. But one more thing. Can I at least just tell the guys we're gonna use your place?
Not until I get my dough.
Okay, you'll get it. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Don't get run over by a Studebaker.
What's playing at the Roxy? I'll tell you what's playing at the Roxy. Picture about a Minnesota man so in love with a Mississippi girl that he sacrifices everything and moves all the way to Biloxi. That's what's playing at the Roxy. What's in the Daily News? I'll tell you what's in the Daily News. Story about a guy who bought his wife a small ruby with what otherwise would have been his union dues. That's what's in the Daily News. What's happening all over? I'll tell you what's happening all over. Guy sitting home by the television set who used to be something of a rover. That's what's happening all over. Love is the thing that has linked them. And it looks like Nathan's just another victim. Yes, sir! When you see a guy reach for stars in the sky, you can bet that he's doing it for some dough. When you spot a John waiting out in the rain, chances are he's insane as only a John can be for a Jane. When you meet a Jen paying all kinds of rent for a flat that would flatten the Taj Mahal, call it sad, call it funny, but it's better than even money. Jack the guy's only doing it for some dough. When you see a Joe saving half of his dough, you can bet they'll be making it for some dough. When a bum buys wine like a bum can't afford, it's a cinch that the bum is under the dumb for some little broad. When you meet a mug lately out of a jug, and he's still lifting flat with father on,